We're back. Thank you so much for staying with us here on the program, where the agenda has been on learning so much about grape farming in East Africa. Remember, grapes is a high-value crop, very high on demand, and it can still thrive in arid and semi-arid areas. Back at home, 80% of our land is arid or semi-arid. Therefore, with that kind of condition, we have no excuse of importing about 90% of the grapes that are consumed here in the country, and therefore we need to take it up further to make sure that we are growing more grapes and exploring the entire value chain. Now, for now, we do want to have that conversation that we always have with our farmers right here on the program, giving you tips on what you need to do to make sure that you are growing in whichever agri sector that you are in. Kama utakuwa mkulima wa grapes like Mzee Julius, or you're a coffee farmer, a dairy farmer, tip number one that we are giving you is make sure that you are part of a cooperative society. Join hands with other farmers, because when you are in a society, you stand a higher chance of getting financial support from the cooperative bank, who over the years have been very keen when it comes to supporting small-scale farmers and large-scale farmers as well. And remember, you don't need to be so many people to start your society. Kama mko watu 10, that's good enough for you to set up your society. Also, when you are in your society, you get professional agronomists. Wanakuja pale kwa shamba, kama ni mbolea, wanakuambia what kind of fertilizer you need to use it, unaitumia kwa kipimo gani, unaitumia wakati yupi. Kama ni kuharvest, they teach you the right ways to harvest it. If it's pruning, you get professional agronomists coming to your society and giving you guidance on what you need to do to make sure that at the end of the day, the produce that you are taking to the market is high quality, which then again earns you more money. Also, another advantage of being in a cooperative society, kwa sababu mko wakulima wengi, meaning you're aggregating more produce. Kwa hivyo kama mnatakikana kupeleka mahali 20 trucks of grapes, for example, you cannot do it as an individual farmer. Lakini mkiwa kwa society, you're able to supply a bigger market and you have good quality produce. Therefore, your demanding power in the market is higher. Kwa hivyo usibebe mzigo yote ukiwa peke yako. Please take advantage of being in a cooperative society. Alafu unaenda pale cooperative bank, kama ni mikopo ya kila aina unapata kama mkulima. And with that, now we do want to wrap up our show today. Thank you so much for being with us. Lakini ni lazima tuangalie kama mlipata the answer to the question that we were asking you today. We were asking you, what's the difference between zabibu and mzabibu? Let's sample some of the feedback that you have sent across our social media platforms. At C Kiji alisema zabibu ni tunda na mzabibu ni mtu ambaye mtu anaye kutunza. Kutunza ama kutunza zabibu yenyewe. All right, and then we have Eston Kwach, who says zabibu is Kenyan Swahili while mzabibu is Tanzanian Swahili. Ay jamani, unai. And then we have another one from Pedro Kirui, who says all I know mzabibu ni ya Catholic. And then we have another answer I'd like to believe. No, yes. Okay, we have Excel_KE. Anasema moja ni wimbo, ingine ni fruit. Okay, all right. And then we have another one from, that's a name and a half, but we are going to say Ronald Skyler, at one Ronald Skyler, who says zabibu ni matunda, mzabibu ni mmea unaotoa zabibu. All right, I think someone is getting it correct finally. And we also have Marcos_Kiduka, who says mzabibu, it's a tree, and zabibu ni fruits. Well done. We are now getting people getting it correct. And finally here we have Sivia MK, who says zabibu tunda la mzabibu, mzabibu mti ambao huzaa zabibu. Yeah, great. Finally, the last 3 people got it correct. Zabibu is the fruit, mzabibu is the plant itself, mali ambapo zabibu yenyewe inatoka. So well done to the last 3. Ule mwenye alisema zabibu ni ya Catholic. Okay, I see where you're going, but that's the correct answer. Thank you so much for participating in our question of the day, and also thank you so much for watching the program. Also Also, a very big thanks to our farmer all the way in Tanzania and Alco Vintages for making this trip a success. We'll see you again tomorrow when it comes to learning about all matters agriculture. Until then, do have yourselves a fantastic evening. My name is Violetta Ngina.